video on April the 25th, 2019, and I thought it would be, I haven't done it yet, so I thought it would be neat if I did a video showing my completed diamond paintings, the ones that I have access to right away. So these are ones that aren't framed, that I have completed. Some of them I know what I want to do with, some of them I'm not sure where I want them to go. Most of these paintings you haven't seen me unbox them, with the exception of 2 of them, I believe. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. So this one was a Peggy Buy purchase. It's a 30 by 40, and it's a mom with the baby giraffe. It is a full round. This was, I can't remember if I mentioned it, Peggy Buy. I love how this turned out. It turned out so much better than I thought it was going to be. The drills are fairly uniform in size. And there wasn't a super amount of trash, but there definitely was quite a bit of trash in this one, but it wasn't crazy. I didn't think it was a lot. But this was so much fun to do because it was one of those paintings where as I was getting the sections, so I do my paintings in sections, and as I was getting the sections completed, I could actually see the dots forming on the drafts, and I could see the pattern, and I knew it was going to turn out right from the beginning. So I had a lot of fun. So if you want to see more information about this video, there is a unboxing for it, and I will post a link to that in the description of this video. So that's our first one. So this is the next one I have here. This is a 50 by 40, which, as a disclaimer, is far too small for this image. Far too small. The confetti on this was insane. I was switching colors constantly. In fact, it was so crazy, I mostly just worked out of my gem containers as opposed to pouring the gems into the tray because it just took too long because I was flipping colors. From a far distance and through the camera, it doesn't look terrible, but definitely I would recommend you go quite a bit larger for this. And I should have known that. This is actually the first diamond painting, other than a couple partials off of Amazon. This is the first full one off of Wish that I purchased. So I was new, I wasn't really sure, and this is my sizing mistake. But I am happy with it. I have to say it wasn't as fun to work on because I knew from starting, I started in this section, and I knew from starting it off, it wasn't going to turn out from the get-go. But I'm happy with it. I'm glad I completed it. Lots of great colors in it. I have seen this done in a substantially larger size, and it looks amazing. And I think it's called the Fantasy Bookshelf. Okay, so this next one here is a full square of Rapunzel. So I am happy with how this turned out, with the exception, a couple things. Her face came out horrible. This face here, I completely reworked, and I'm happy with it now. It looks great up close and far away. So I'm happy with how I reworked it. And I do that quite a bit where I rejig the gems on a painting. So I'll start taking before and after photographs so you can see what it's been coated out to look like, graphed out to look like with the gems on, and then what I do to make the changes. So that's the first issue. The second issue is the popping drills on this are insane. And I didn't actually start running into the problem until this section, and the gems just did not fit. Like, I was finding the tiniest little squares I could in my container and trying to wedge those babies in there. So this is one I actually did for my daughter. She's obsessed with Rapunzel. And it's one I'm gonna have to try to seal, because even still, I've even glued in a whole bunch of these gems separately and they're still popping out. So I think I'm gonna have to try and seal it. And then this is one I'm gonna have to probably frame behind glass and hope for the best. I mean, she thinks it's amazing. She doesn't see stuff like that, right? Like it's me who sees it. I also see a square upside down. but it's probably because so many of these pop out and they just get restuck back on. There, all fixed. Okay, so the last two that I showed you came off of Wish. So with these ones here, someone's been going through my paintings. They're all out of order. Okay, so this is the first diamond painting I ever did. It was a partial. It is the colorful deer. This one I did get off of Amazon, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just wanted partials when I first started. So, sorry, someone's car alarm is going off. So I loved it, and I loved the background with this. I thought it would look great in my office. And the sparkle on the gems on this one is unreal. Like, it's gorgeous. Even the canvas has quite a bit of sparkle in it. So this is the painting that started it all for me. And when I ordered that one, I ordered a few partials. So this is another one I picked up with the elephant, the mom elephant and the baby, partial round as well. And my oldest daughter's obsessed with elephants, so she picked this one out as one that she wanted me to do. So there's our elephant, and I just love the colors in this one and the variation of it down Mama Elephant's trunk. Okay. And then the next one, my youngest daughter, Zoe, is obsessed with flamingos. So this is one that she picked out that she wanted me to do and put up in her room, and her room is pink. So I thought this would look great for her, and she wanted the flamingo. So for this one here, it's just kind of this portion of the flamingo, the neck, and then the beak. The eye is not drilled. And as the same thing with the deer, crazy sparkles on these. Beautiful. So this is my flamingo. So this one here, let's see, which way does it go? So this one I did for my husband, because, you know, I had to get a painting for him as well. I got this one from Wish. It is a full round. Yep, had to get a painting for him to show, see, honey, I can make something for you too. It's not just me and the kids. He liked it. I mean, it turned out okay. It didn't turn out as great as I thought it was going to. From a distance, these scattering of cards, it does look very realistic. And same down here. But in person, it just looks like a jumble. And I thought the background, it looks predominantly black, whereas in the picture, it's supposed to be like a wood table. So down around the glass here, it doesn't really look like a wood table except for this area. And the whole thing was supposed to look like that. So, I mean, this was a 40 by 40. So, I mean, from a distance, looks okay. It might be something we'll hang in the garage for him. And this is, once again, was one of the first ones that I ordered. So I think it would look amazing if it was maybe a 70 by 70. I did get the biggest size that they offered on Wish, though. This was the largest size. All right. So this one you have seen. And this is the special gem. So this is the first special gem one that I completed. It was so much fun to do. So the special gems, they're quick, they're easy, they're awesome to look at. Like, look at that glitter. It was a lot of fun. This is one that I want to cut out and put in a frame to put in my daughter's room. Once again, the pink matches the pink flamingo. This is also the one where, if you look at the canvas, there's a watermark printed on it. You can't notice it as much now that the gems are on, but you can definitely see it there if you look closely. Since it's just gonna go on a shelf in her room, and she's 4, I'm not worried about it, but it is, it was a little bit upsetting. I got a flipped over gem here somewhere. I'm gonna have to look to see where that came from. So this is the special gem. I think I called it the full mandala, pink mandala. So this here is a full round. The size says it's a 30 by 30, but I'm pretty sure it's just the 25 by 25. I love this one. This tree turned out awesome. from up close, from far away, you can tell that this is a colorful tree. The only thing about this canvas is I distinctly remember it was slippery. I could slide, you put a gem on and it could slide from one corner of the painting to the other. So it is one that I'm going to have to seal up pretty quick. I think this was the first full that I did, so it was a good size to start off. I thought we were doing my first full one. And the sparkle. Crazy sparkle in these gems. And this is another one that I picked up off of Amazon. So here's another. This is a 20 by 20. So I talked about this when I unboxed that family blackboard diamond painting. This is the size, the first one that I got, which I knew it wasn't going to turn out. I had some issues with ordering and it kept reverting back to the smaller size, even though I kept picking the bigger size. I decided to just go ahead and do it anyways, because I hadn't done a square before. So I thought, you know what, it's 20 by 20, just more like, what, a 15 by 15, maybe a little bit bigger. I wanted to practice on it and get my squares done. I had it anyways, I've already paid for it. So I went and put it together. I'm not gonna do anything with it, and as I bent it, a gem flew off into my dishwasher. I'm not going to do anything with it, but, you know, it was good to practice. It didn't take me very long to work on. So this is the last one that I have here, and it is Cinderella with her 2 mice. This is a 30 by 40. I had no popping gems on this one. It is flat, flat, flat. Perfect. These gems were perfectly flat. But there was gapping, and I've spent a lot of time realigning these to try and get them perfectly as straight as I could get them. I mean, it looked terrible at first, but I spent a lot of time trying to pick larger ones, pick smaller squares. The mice down here, it looks better on the camera. In person, they don't look anything remotely like how you're seeing them. Looks like I have 2 orange blobs. Her dress looks pretty good in person, and this area looks pretty good. Her face, I did fully rework. Pardon me. It was terrible. It looked like just a blob. So I did try to rework it as best as I could. In the camera, it doesn't look terrible. In person, it's not the greatest. This is for my youngest daughter. Cinderella is her favorite princess. And I'm not sure if I want to put it up. So I've ordered her something else that's not Cinderella. It's a unicorn print because she loves unicorns. But she still keeps saying, when's Cinderella coming in my room? So I may post it up on her bulletin board, but I wasn't happy with it. So yeah, so these were a bunch of the paintings that I had on hand here that I've completed. Thought it'd be fun to share them, to show you. I actually diamond paint. I don't just unbox things on a video. I actually do sit down and do them. The painting I'm working on right now, yeah, I've got stuff all over it. I will do a post review for it, and I'll try to do that as much as I can when I do my paintings. It's a little hard for me because I do my diamond painting in between odds and ends. So it does take me quite a while to get them done. But if you have any questions, I'll try to post links for some of the paintings, or just the recent ones that I've purchased, the older ones that I have there. I'll post the links to my unboxing videos because the links are only going to be good for as long as the paintings are sold in the stores. So if you're watching this video at a later date, excuse me, the link isn't going to work. So I'll post a link to the unboxing videos for the paintings that I do have unboxings for. And then if anyone has any questions about any of the paintings that I did finish that I showed here today, and you want some more information, please feel free to just leave me a comment or send me a message, and I'll help you out as best that I can. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm hoping, let's see, what did I want to do? I might do a whip and chat soon. We're gonna see what the timing's like. I'm also in the mode of spring cleaning, So that's taking up a lot of my free time, but we'll see. And I definitely have some more videos coming up. Thanks so much for being here. I so in love this process, and you know, I've had a bunch of new subscribers, and I just love this community and talking with everybody and sharing something that I love with other people that love it just as much as I do. So thanks again. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.